So JavaScript operators. Um, so we have number of operators. Arithmetic operators and logical operators and SN operators. So like this number of operators is there. So we can take first of all arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. So arithmetic operators are used to perform mathematical operations on numbers. Using these operators, we can perform mathematical mathematical operations on numbers. Okay, mathematical operations on numbers. So mathematical operators are addition, and second one subtraction, and multiplication, and fourth one um, division, and the fifth one modulus, and the sixth one increment and decrement, seventh one decrement. Okay, so these are the arithmetic operators. So assignment operators are equal to, double equal to, and not equal to, and not double equal to, and these are all assigned operators. And conditional operators. Conditional operators if and if else and nested if. So these are all conditional operators. So using these operators, we can assign the values and we can compare the values. And using these operators, we can perform the operations like if the condition is true, so we can perform the some logic, and if condition is false, we can perform the another logic. So like this, we can write some logic and some logic and applications using these conditions. Okay, if condition and if else, nested if, and while condition. So you can use all these operators. So already in last class we done one example on variables. So that is uh, addition and multiplication. So using these two operators we done one example, addition and multiplication. Okay, so for addition we can use plus operator, for subtraction minus, and division and modulus, and for increment plus plus, for decrement minus minus. So these are the operators we can use. for addition plus subtraction minus multiplication into, so division and modulus, increment and decrement. So in last session we done these two operators, addition and multiplication. So like this you can practice subtraction, division and modulus. So I will explain this increment and decrement. For example, so I want to display the numbers 0 to 10. Okay, so when you click on the some particular button, so if you want to display 0 to 10 numbers, so take one button here. For this one we need to write some logic using increment operator. Value display 0 to 10, and click create on function also. On click get numbers. So this is the function name. So copy this function and create here. So what is the our task? So display the numbers from 0 to 10. Here create one variable like result empty variable and not initialized. So this is only empty variable and there is no value in that. For each we can use, these are all condition operators where I equal to 0. So I think you already know the for condition, if condition, okay, for loop and while loop, if conditions. I less than equal to 10 and I plus plus. So here, so when you click on the button, this function is executed and this variable is created, initialized, and in this condition one variable is created, the variable is I, then I value is 0, okay, 0 initialized. In this condition 0 less than equal to 10, so now the condition is true, so that the cursor is uh, go to the for loop inside result plus equal to I and comma. So the result is, so we are adding I value to the result variable. Okay, so plus equal to the meaning is, so we are adding the content to the already existing content. So here first of all there is no uh, values in the result variable. So for this here in this loop we are adding the values to the result, first 0 and after that 1 2 3 4. So like this we need to add the values to the result variable, so that's why plus and equal to using. So that is the concatenation. So 0 is added to the result variable and 0 comma, so the result is 0 comma is there, and again the cursor is go to the here I plus plus and I value is now 1, and check the condition here 1 less than equal to 10, then the condition is true. So the again cursor is go to this step. So here now I value is 1, so 1 also added to the result. So 0 comma 1 comma is there. So like that, when I value is 10, the result is go to the here, and 10 value also added to the result variable. And after that, finally, when I value is 11, the condition is false. 11 less than or equal to 10. So the condition is false because 11 is greater than to the 10. So that's why loop uh, condition is false, so that it will go to the uh, uh, outside the for loop. So in that result variable, so this is the this values is there. Okay, so the result variable, this values is there. So finally one comma extra added. So to remove this extra comma, so we need some statement, some logic. Result plus equal to result dot substring result dot length comma 1. Okay, so actually the result dot length is 11, right? uh, so 1 2 3, so up to um, 21 numbers is there, 21 characters is there. From 21, final last character will be removed, last one. And again we can display the result in paragraph. Dot inner html equal to result variable. So run this example. Two times displaying. Result variable is then 10. So this is the result. From 0 to 10 numbers are displaying, so without any extra comma in the last. So this is what increment. For decrement also same, from 10 to 0, So we can write another logic. So comment this one. For decrement, you can write same logic but in different way. So first of all, I value 10 and greater than equal to 10 and I minus minus. Okay, the condition is reverse. First 10 value is there. From 10 to 0, the values is decreased. Okay, so up to 0 final. So now again you can run this example. So in this scenario, we are displaying the values from 10 to 0 using decrement operator. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 2, 1, 0. So see, this is the simple. So like this we can use increment and decrement operators. So this is the assignment operator, equal to and greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. So all these are assignment operators. Okay, equal to, triple equal to, not equal to, uh, not double equal to, less than, greater than. Okay, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So all these are uh, comparison operators and logical operators.
Sir,
Yeah, data types. JavaScript data types. So already mentioned the data types. Uh, Number data type, string data type, and object, mm, array data type, and JSON. Okay, and float. So Boolean. So all these are data types in JavaScript supports. So JavaScript's variables can hold many data types like number, string, object. Okay, array, JSON, object, and data types are very important in JavaScript programming. So JavaScript has only one type of numbers. Numbers can be written with or without decimals. So for example, to create the number data type, you can use var keyword and x equal to 10. So you know this. And to create a string data type variable, you can create um, like emp name is the variable name. So you can use double quote or single quote to create the string data types in JavaScript. Okay, like this. To create the array, use var keyword my array equal to 100 comma 101 and 102 and 103 and 104. So like this you can create array values using JavaScript. So this is array object. Okay, array data type. And for object data type you can create my obj object name, variable name, and use this square brackets and flower brackets For example, we can take employee information, employee first name, some XX, and last name, some name, and email x@gmail.com. So like this we can take the employee information using object data type. So for multiple employees information we can take like this. So this is one employee information, and from here you can declare another employee information. Okay, first name, again some yy. So like this you can declare first name, last name, and email id using object data type. And this is also nothing but JSON object. Okay, JSON data type, you can call this also JSON data type. To work with JavaScript strings, so JavaScript strings are used to storing the manipulating text. A string can be any text inside quotes, quotes, double quotes, or single quotes. Strings are used to store store and manipulating string, manipulating text, and string can be any text inside quotes. A string can be anything inside quotes. So single quotes or double quotes. So you can use single quotes or double quotes to create the string data types. So already mentioned this. Okay, you can use single quote or double quote here when you create the string data types. To find out the length of the string in JavaScript, to find out the length of the string, use length property. Okay, use length property. So already we used this length property in the previous example. Okay, so this is the string variable, and we are finding string length using length property in JavaScript. Okay, to find out the length of the string, use length property. So for example, I want to display the length of the string. Okay, console.log we can use result.length. So just we are getting the length of the string. So run this example. So you can find out here the result. So 23 characters is there. Okay, so this is the console. You can display the result here also. Okay, instead of alert box or paragraph or anything, you can use this console. Okay, console.log. So you can display the result in this tab, console tab. So otherwise we can use alert box also. Okay, 23 characters is there in the result variable. So for example, I want to create one variable emp name and equal to emp name Arshavardhan. Okay, so this is the employee name. To find out the length of this employee name, use emp name dot length. So now run this example, click here. So 14 characters is there. Okay, to find out the length of the string, you can use length property, and so JavaScript arrays. So after complete this string, we can create one array using JavaScript. So JavaScript arrays are written with square brackets. JavaScript arrays are written with square brackets, and items are separated by commas. Array items are separated by commas, and JavaScript arrays are used to store multiple values in a single variable. Arrays are used to store multiple values in a variable single variable with a single data type, same data type. Okay, same data type. So you can observe here, this is only one variable. This variable contains multiple values. Okay, we can store multiple values in a single variable with the same data types. So all these are same data types. Okay, array object supports same data type variables in the single variable. So to create array, use var keyword and cities. I want to display some cities. So use a square bracket HYD Chennai and Pune, okay, and Bangalore. So I want to display 4 cities names. Okay, so this were only one variable. This variable contains 4 cities names. To get the length of the array, okay, length of the array means how many values is there. 4 values: HYD, Chennai, Pune, and Bangalore. To get the length of the array, in this scenario also we can use length property only. Use length property to get length of the array. Okay, length of the array. So like this, where result cities dot so you can use length property to get the length of the array. So here the length is 4, array length is 4. The 4 value is stored in result variable. And for example, to display the only single city name from this array. Okay, just I want to display city name Pune in my result variable. For this, we can use index numbers. So array values are uh, stored as index values. So HOD is in 0 index, and this is 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so values are stored in array based on array index values. So based on index number, we can find out the um, array values. So if you want to display only Pune name, use cities of HOD is 0 index and 1 and 2 semicolon, where my city equal to cities of 2. So cities variables can 4 cities is there. In the from 4 cities we are getting only Pune. So Pune name is stored in my city variable. Okay, to get the single value from the array, you can use array index values. So one example. So create one HTML form, arrays, create one button, value, so array example, and close this button. So I want to display the array values in paragraph. Okay, P1, and use script tag and function my array. So this is the function name. So call this function name in button click event. So copy this variable. Okay, so array is declared in this my function. So I want to display the length of the array. So document dot get element by id p1 dot inner html equal to cities dot length. Length of the array is, so this result will be displayed in paragraph. So run this example. Okay, length of the array is 4. So because 4 values is there, and comment this, and again, so I want to get only single value from this array. Use cities of 2, my city is, so your selected city will be displayed in paragraph. So based on index number, we are getting the single value from the array. Okay, next, to display all cities names, okay, we can use for loop to get all values from the array, to display all values from the array. Use for loop where I equal to 0 I less than cities dot length and semicolon I plus plus. Okay, cities dot length means we'll get the length of the array 4. So I want to display the result uh, like where result variable result plus equal to cities of I total cities will be displayed in result variable. Document dot get element by id paragraph dot inner html equal to result variable. So run this example. Okay, HOD Chennai, Pune and Bangalore. So we can remove this uh, comma in the last using substring. So like this we can display applies total values from the array. And after complete this array, object data type. So object data type also same like array. So take one button, type equal to button, and value equal to object example, and on click my object. Okay, this is the function name. So create another function, my object, so copy this, so assume these are all employees information, email, and the first name, and the last name, comma, email, chandra@gmail.com. Okay, imagine, so these three are employees. So this object contains three employees information. To get the length of the object, we can use length property. Okay, same. So use document or get element by id p1 dot inner html equal to my object dot length. So here three employees information is there. So the length of the object is 3. So you can call this data type as JSON. So JSON object also same like this. So run this example. Okay, 3. The length of the object is 3. 3 employees information is there. To get the single employee information, so I want to get second employee information. So you can use object here also you can use index my object of 1. 1 means this information. Okay, this is 0 index and this is 1 and this is 2. Dot first name. Okay, my object of 1 dot email. Okay, we are getting only employee name and email of second employee. So run this example. Okay, Rama and Rama at gmail.com. So like this we can get the single record values from the object. And to get all employees information, to display total employees information in table format, you can use for loop here also. So create one variable like my table. So in table format I want to display like first name and last name and email id. Okay, these are all header names, and after that employee names, employee name, last name and email id, employee name, last name and email id. So I want to display total employee information in table format. So here create one table, HTML table, tr and td. Okay, first row. In first row we have to initialize the column names. So column names are first name, second td, last name, and in third td, in third column, email id. Okay, after initialize this uh, first row in table, so we can use for loop where I equal to 0 and I less than my object dot length and I plus plus. So next my table, so we have to add the result to the already existing table, right? So one first row created here in my table object, Then we have to add employees information to that table, plus equal to tr. So we are adding row, okay, second row for to that table, and td. In first 3D we want to display employee first name. So my object of I dot first name, again create another td, another column, second column, in second row my object of I dot last name, in third column email id. My object of I dot email id. So this statement, first we created one variable, okay, my table variable. So to this variable we are initializing the table and the table first row, okay, in table first row created here. In first row table column names like first name, last name, and email id we define here. In for loop, so already you know this statement. To this my variable, my table variable, so we are adding another rows to the existing table. So so when this condition is true, the cursor is goes to here, and table row created, and getting values from my object variable, like my object of I dot first name. My object of I means first I value is 0, so that from the 0 index getting the values first name Rajesh and last name R and email id Rajesh, and added to this variable. Again condition is goes to here, I plus plus, I value is now 1, so 1 less than my object at length. So this condition also true, because I value is less than the actual length. So that again one more row created here, tr and td. Now my object of I means my object of 1 dot first name. So in my object one index, this one, so first name and last name in email id, get the values and add to this my table variable. Again condition is goes to here, I plus plus, I value is 2, 2 less than 4, so condition is true. And again second index values get and store in that my table variable. And finally we have to close the table variable, my table plus equal to table, okay. So now table is closed, table tag. So we can display this table in paragraph using this statement, equal to my table. So when you click on this button, Okay, when you click on this button, this function is executed and object created, and HTML table is created based on the rows. Okay, here three employees information is there, so three rows is created uh, dynamically, and table closed, and this table is displayed in paragraph. So now run this example. Okay, in this table format, displaying all employees information. So we can write some CSS for the table border. Table border collapse, and table tr and td. Border is 1 pixel and solid, and color is 00. So black color border. So now run this example. Okay, so this is the table format.